started spraying all over me. Today's vlog is sponsored by EveryPlate. This book. I was reminded of this book as I was cleaning these front railings. I'm going to be painting those in the next few days. I was reminded of an analogy that G.K. Chesterton makes in this book, Orthodoxy. He's talking about how do you keep a fence white, or in this case, a railing white. How do you keep something white? You paint it white again and again and again. And this is what he says. This is so good. If you leave a white post alone, it will soon become a black post. If you particularly want it to be white, you must always be painting it again and again. That is, you must always be having a revolution. It's super deep, super, I think, a helpful analogy, because there's many things we do in life we get in the routine of, and it loses its meaning and its purpose. And you could apply this to all kinds of areas of life. How do you keep a fence post white? You keep painting it. How do you keep the siding clean? You keep power washing it. So that's what I'm gonna work on. I'm working on power washing this side of our house. Okay, let me show you what's going on here. See up there how we've got like mold growing on the side of the house? Well, I've power washed all the way up to that line, but I need to get up higher. So what I'm gonna do is, got the power washer down here. I'm going to go up to that guest bedroom window, run the hose down to the power washer, and then reach out the side and try to get this with the detergent for the siding. So hopefully this works. Got the hose in a bucket so I don't leak it all over the house. And let's go up to that bedroom. I think it's gonna work. Look, I've got the pressure washer gun up here. I ran the hose all the way down. I just gotta hook it up to the power washer, turn it on, and look, I got a front row seat to all the mold. Lovely. I think the previous owners must have power washed up to that point because it wasn't very dirty below this. And yeah, I think that detergent will take it right off. Well, moral of the story was, that was fun, but I think I'm gonna have to hire somebody to get up on a ladder and get up higher, because I was only able to do like the 5 feet surrounding the window. There is another window on the 3rd floor, but I'm not sure. The hose might reach up there, but I wouldn't have a lot of wiggle room to use it. So I think somebody who can climb up there on a ladder and wash it up is probably gonna do a better job than me trying to figure that out. So it was worth a try. The other thing I'm doing today is I'm trying I got a couple stain samples for our fence, because I think we decided not to, well, we'll compare these samples to what we did on the vertical planter wall on our deck and decide what color we want to do the fence, because I want to get that done before winter. So let's try these 2 colors. I have pecan and natural. Let's see. Unfortunately, my paint samples didn't go so far on these pieces of wood. The wood just like soaked it up. So this one's a little more red. This is what I thought we were gonna do, but that actually looks pretty similar to our planter wall. So we already have some of that stain, so that makes me think maybe we should just do that. But then this is a more, I think it's called natural. And then that's what it looks like on that board. So it looks a little different on the post and the slats. I'm gonna let that dry, and then maybe I'll do a stripe of the planter wall stain and decide what we like best. Oh boy, I started power washing the fence because I want to stain it and I want to get it power washed and dried before I stained it. And so I was working on like down toward the bottom of the fence. It was a little moldy, so I was like trying to get it real good, and then like the mud underneath, like from the ground, just started spraying all over me, including my jeans, I'd say, are a little dirty. But I just came inside. I'm gonna go clean up, and Mary has been working hard starting our dinner, and I'm excited to tell you about it.
We have never tried EveryPlate, and I saw it on one of my friend's Instagram stories. She was comparing different like meal services, and she used EveryPlate, and I was like, oh, interesting.
So when EveryPlate reached out to us about showing it to you guys, we were excited to show it. We've tried other meal kit boxes before. Basically the concept is you order a meal kit that comes with all the ingredients and the recipes portioned out for you to easily make a meal. And what I was excited about trying EveryPlate about was they have it kind of advertised as America's best value meal kit. And it's true that compared to other meal kits we've tried, the portions are a lot cheaper. So it starts at $4.99 per serving. And that's like, I know some of the other ones we've tried have been like $10 a serving.
And we've said it before, like when you decide to try something like this, you are paying for the convenience.
Yeah.
And one of the things that just came to my mind, I mean, we've used it before if we're getting back from the hospital and we don't know what to cook and we have one of these in the fridge, there it is. If there's decision paralysis issues, it is super helpful because it's like, oh, somebody already decided what we're gonna have. Look at that. We're gonna have this one today. So it can help take the decision out of the process if you need that help.
And I think when you make food, you kind of take ownership of it, and it tastes good and it's fun. And
I've learned a lot of things I never would have thought about. So the one that I chose for tonight are chicken fajitas, and we've been making like fajita type meals a lot in the last few months, but we do the exact same thing every single time. And I just prepared the ingredients, and I already can see this is gonna give us new ideas.
New flavors,
Yeah.
and so if you guys want to try out EveryPlate, there's a link in our description and a promo code that you can get 3 weeks of meals for $2.99 each, and so it's a great way to try it out, see if you like EveryPlate. Mary already did the majority of the prep work. The meals take about 30 minutes to make, and so I've got the easy part of just throwing this stuff together.
Quick side note, one of my simple joys, I love how this is packed. I just put this box back in there like it was when I opened it. I love how they pack it, because then I just put the little box right here, and it's my little box of produce for the next couple of meals. There were a few things that needed to go in the fridge, but yeah. And then of course the ice packs on the bottom, which we are going to reuse.
Oh yeah, this is fancy.
Thank
Fancy,
you.
fancy.
Okay.
Taste test.
This is a little out of my box with the pickled onions.
I'm gonna set you guys on the other side of the fire. Oh, I gotta get this shot. Is that good? It's like we're on a fire. Like it's like the camera's on fire. Oh, yeah. That's good.
This camera's on fire.
She's walking on fire. Mary did some yoga out here on the porch this afternoon, and she said she really enjoyed it. And man, it really was a beautiful day. It's getting kind of chilly, so I'm glad we have the fire on. And we're gonna say, as always, we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Oh my goodness. Just look at the cuteness.